Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Are you wearing green? This is green, like olive green. That's the only green I have. So it's not like bright green. But my kids went to school today and they got to dress in green. So Vicky was wearing this like little tail kind of green shirt that she got, and she was all green. She was so excited. I guess they get to, celebrate St. Patrick's Day. But anyway, how are you celebrating today? Are you doing something special? Are you doing a special meal? We don't really do much except for wearing green. So this is the extent of my celebration right here. This green, that's it. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. I'm Jessie with Simply Refreshing Life, and I am here again to share with you a golden nugget for self-care. Today I have this oil. It's called Jade Lemon. I love it the way it smells. It smells like a smile in a bottle. That's the best way I can describe it. I actually have it in the diffuser, and it's just so uplifting. And it stimulates my mind and my body. So I really love to diffuse it, especially in the mornings, because it just gets me going, if you know what I mean. Because I told you yesterday, I don't know if you saw the video yesterday, but I did mention that I am not a morning person. I think it was yesterday or the day before. And so we need all the help we can get, and that includes Jade Lemon. My verse for today is in 1 Corinthians 10:31. And it says, so whether you eat, drink, or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. And today we're going to talk about my 3 secrets to lead a healthy lifestyle. Before I go on, I need to tell you this. If you're watching on YouTube and you like what you hear, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button for notifications so you get notified when I come live. If you're hearing this on Facebook and you like what you hear, I will ask you to go into my YouTube channel, search Simply Refreshing Life, and subscribe to that. Because sometimes Facebook doesn't let you know when I come live, and so you don't miss anything. You can just subscribe there, and you get notifications. And you can even watch whenever you can. Sometimes you can watch with me live. If you can, I'd like you to say hi, please. But if you cannot, say replay or something, so I know you watched it. If you like what you hear. Another thing is during this week and next week in our groups, we're talking about healthy life. And we began on Monday. We're talking about just what it is to live a healthy life. And we're going into gut health today, transforming meals. You love a certain meal, learn how to make that meal into a healthier version of it. We're learning all about, the inflammatory and anti-inflammatory foods and things like that. So join us. The English version, the English group is called Loving Your Imperfect Self. You can search it on Facebook, or you can just click on the link that I put here in the description of this video. Easy peasy, right? I do have a Spanish one. Tengo un grupo en español donde también comparto acerca de lo que es, esta semana estamos hablando de la vida sana, y está el link para el grupo en español está aquí en la descripción de este video. So you have no excuse. It's either English or español. The content is the same. I just, I'd rather do it, for the Spanish speaking people and just in Spanish, so they don't have to go through the translation. And easy, just very easy. I also have some guides for you. If you look at the description of this video, I have a guide to start with a self-care routine. I also have a guide that tells you why I ditched candles. I don't have candles in my house anymore. I love them. At one point, candles just speak of, being romantic and, nice and everything. I used to love them, but since I learned what I learned, no more. And so click on that guide there and it will tell you my reasons why I ditched candles. All right, let's get to it. Secret number 1. These are my 3 secrets to lead a healthy lifestyle. Okay. My secret number one is love yourself. Love yourself. Just as you are. Okay. Just in the state you are. You'll be happier. You'll be less stressed when you learn to love yourself. I'm not talking about, changing yourself and modifying the way you are, changing anything. I'm talking about loving yourself, loving your imperfect self just the way you are. You are beautiful. You were created with a purpose. You were created so wonderfully and so fearfully and so beautifully. Not perfect. I never said perfect, okay? Notice my words. But you were created with a purpose. And when you learn to love yourself with your flaws and with your imperfections, you'll find yourself that you will be a lot happier. And happier means healthy, right? Because you're not stressing, you're not, going, trying to be somebody else, trying to compare yourself to another mom or another woman or another person. You are just being you and loving yourself. And when you learn to do that and accept yourself, you will be having a healthier lifestyle because you will be happier. Trust me, been there, done that. I used to not love myself. I used to compare myself to every person I met, try to imitate their lifestyle, and it only left me with deception and sadness because I couldn't, in my eyes, I couldn't live up to those expectations. And it was a constant battle in my mind. And that is over. It's over. I am who I am. God created me to be who I am. And I am happy. And I have many flaws, you guys. Many, many. I tend to answer or not answer but respond in a way that I shouldn't respond sometimes. I don't have the perfect body or anything like that, but I love myself. I love the way I am. I believe God created me with a purpose, and I am trying to live up to that purpose today. So it's a day by day conscious decision to love myself. Secret number 2, be generous. Be generous. When you give, you gain so much. When you give, and I'm not even talking about only money, okay? So you might say, well, I'm in a tough position, I can really give. There's so many things you can give besides money, okay? Of course, if you can give money, if you can donate money, I heard of somebody last Christmas going to the library with $20 bills, like a few $20 bills, and just putting it in random books for people to find. And I thought that was a great, act of kindness. I couldn't do that, but I'm being generous with my time, for example. I'm being generous with what I have. It doesn't have to be money. You can give in whatever you have. Volunteer at church. If you go into a church, volunteer at church, it's a great reward when you are generous, when you're with your time and you give your time, to help a cause or to help somebody. Perhaps give a ride to somebody who needs, a ride to work or a ride to the market or something like that. Cook a meal for somebody. Easy, right? I mean, or you can share of your meal, of the stuff that you cook for yourself, for your family. Share a portion of that with somebody, with your neighbor. Have you ever heard of Misfit? This is the boxes of produce. Well, I went too big and I got the huge box and I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. Well, I gather a bag and I share it with my neighbor next door right here. And she was surprised. And I said, well, I have way too much than I can eat. And rather me letting it go to spoil, I'd rather share it with you. You're such a good neighbor. And so I share with that, right? And things like that. Be generous. So my first secret is love yourself. Second secret is be generous. And the third one is worry less. Worry less, pray more. Matthew 6:25 and 34. Matthew chapter 6, verses 25 to 34. talks about how Jesus is telling us not to worry. He's giving the example of the bird. He's saying, I take care of the birds in the sky. Why wouldn't I take care of you? Don't worry about what you're gonna wear tomorrow. Don't worry about what you're gonna eat tomorrow, because I will provide for that. God is saying, right? You worry about today and just take care of today. You have food for today, yay, that's great. Tomorrow will bring its own worries and its own things. Worry less, pray more. I think I said this before, and it's just something that stuck with me for years, because I listened to this analogy a long time ago. I used to attend Cottonwood Church in Los Alamitos, California. If you're watching and you go to Cottonwood, say hey. I love Pastor Bayless and Pastor Janet. They're amazing, amazing people. I miss that church a whole lot. And when I don't know if he is still there, but when I was going there was a pastor. His name was Pastor Tom. And he was so nice, and he was amazing. And I remember once he came and talked to the ladies in the ladies meeting, and he said something that I have never forgotten. And he said, worrying is just like sitting in a rocking chair. You're moving, but you ain't going anywhere. He said, you're moving back and forth, right? But you're not going anywhere. And you don't help yourself if you worry, because you are taking your stress levels to a higher level, because you're worrying, right? You're thinking about what you're gonna do, what you're gonna eat, about work, anything that is worrying you, health, anything, right? And you're not going anywhere. Rather than worrying, come to God in prayer. Prayer, it's good for your soul. I've always said that because it's so true. When we are able to come and speak to God and just give ourselves to the Lord and just, pour our souls to the Lord, and that it's a burden that gets lifted, because we are leaving our worries and our burdens and everything at Jesus's feet. And that's exactly where they need to stay, because Jesus is going to take care of it. So I urge you to worry less and pray more. And don't worry about anything, because God will take care of you, and He is taking care of you. So those are my 3 secrets for a healthy lifestyle. Love yourself, be generous, worry less, and pray more. I hope that this blessed you, and share it with somebody. I mean, sharing is caring, right? If you can hit that share button, if you're watching on Facebook and you can share this video, it will help me tremendously. Facebook wants me to pay for, for me to promote this, or for more eyeballs, or for more people to watch this. Facebook wants me to pay. And so I think that if you hit that share button, you will help me a lot to reach more people with this, because I think this is a message that everybody needs to hear. And it's very simple and free. So it will help me a lot if you share this video with your friends, if you're watching on Facebook, and even if you're watching on YouTube and you want to, do a share on your Facebook or Twitter or wherever your social media is. That'll be awesome. Have a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow with another self-care golden nugget. Bye.